Hi friends, welcome to my channel about wine and grapes. I invite you today to pour yourself a glass. Maybe it's Primitivo, maybe it's Zinfandel, maybe it's something unexpected, and follow me on a journey through the story and soul of the Primitivo grape. Whether you're new to wine or an old hand preparing for your first sommelier exam, I promise there's something for everyone here. So let your wine breathe, relax, and let's discover together. Have you ever wondered why some red wines taste bold and juicy, while others feel more reserved or subtle? In the case of Primitivo, that boldness is no accident. Its very name comes from the Latin primus, meaning first or early, hinting at the grape's habit of ripening before most others in the vineyard, a trait that farmers in southern Italy have valued for centuries. Just imagine the relief. As autumn's unpredictable rains threaten the harvest, the Primitivo vines are already ready, their dark berries full of flavor and promise. But the story of Primitivo stretches far beyond the sunny fields of Puglia. If you've ever wondered how a wine can have multiple identities, look no further. Primitivo shocked the wine world when geneticists uncovered its true heritage. Genetically, it is identical to California's Zinfandel and to Croatia's Kraljenak Kaštelanski, an ancient grape nearly lost to time. Picture this. The wine in your glass today shares roots not only with the crowded tavernas of Dalmatia, but also with Gold Rush-era California and the rustic villages of southern Italy. It's like discovering that two of your favorite musicians are actually long-lost siblings. This kind of revelation doesn't just make for a good anecdote, it changes the way you think about wine and its place in our shared history. Let's pause for a moment. If you're tasting along at home, swirl your glass and take in those aromas. What do you notice first? Maybe dark cherry, plum, a flash of wild herbs, or a touch of something deeper, like leather, chocolate, or a whisper of spice. When I think of Primitivo, I picture the rolling fields and sun-bleached stones of Puglia, a land filled with olive trees and an intoxicating mix of warmth and ocean breezes. Here, in the heel of Italy's boot, Primitivo is queen. The soils, rich in clay and limestone, lend body and freshness, while the relentless Mediterranean sun packs every grape with sugar and flavor. Wines labeled Primitivo di Manduria DOC and Gioia del Colle DOC are among the most celebrated, offering up rich, intense, and sometimes surprisingly elegant examples of the grape. Have you ever tried comparing two bottles from these regions side by side? You might be surprised at the differences. Manduria is often opulent and brooding, while Gioia del Colle can be lighter on its feet, with a freshness that makes each sip exhilarating. Travel across the Atlantic, and you'll find Zinfandel thriving in California, places like Sonoma, Napa, and Lodi. Here the wines burst with jammy fruit, black pepper, and sometimes even notes of candied orange peel. Yet despite the different climates and winemaking philosophies, the underlying DNA is the same as Primitivo's. Proof that a grape's true character is shaped as much by its home as by its heritage. Meanwhile, in Croatia, recent rediscoveries of Kraljenak Kaštelanski have led to a revival, and local winemakers are keen to showcase their land's ancient legacy. But there's something fascinating about how Primitivo behaves in the vineyard. It's a grape with attitude, productive and sturdy, ready to endure hot, dry summers where other vines might falter. Yet ask any grower, and they'll tell you Primitivo keeps them on their toes. It's known for uneven ripening, meaning that within a single bunch you'll find berries at different stages of maturity. Some are syrupy sweet, bursting with sugar, others still tart and firm. This forces growers to think on their feet. Picking at just the right time is an art, not a science. If you're opening a bottle now, see if you can taste that balance between sweet fruit and zesty freshness. It's the result of nature and tradition working together year after year. In the winery, Primitivo's identity continues to unfold. Thanks to its high sugar content, winemakers can craft deeply colored reds with full body and plenty of punch. Alcohol levels sometimes reaching 16%. Most classic Primitivo is dry, but don't be surprised to come across the decadent Dolce Naturale versions, where grapes are gently dried before fermentation, resulting in dessert wines that taste of candied fruit, nuts, and spices straight from a Mediterranean pantry. Each winemaker brings their own vision to the grape. Some prefer minimal intervention to highlight fresh fruit. Others embrace oak for richer textures and layers of vanilla, clove, and toast. Are you the kind of drinker who likes to pick out flavors as you sip? With Primitivo, there's an entire world in a glass. Deep ruby, sometimes edging towards garnet with age. The nose is lavish. Ripe blackberries, plums, blueberries, sometimes raspberry jam, dried figs, or prunes. Look deeper and you'll spot sweet spice, cinnamon, nutmeg, plus smoky touches of tobacco and dark chocolate, and perhaps a whiff of Mediterranean herbs. On the palate, it's juicy and luscious, with silky tannins that wrap around each flavor. It's rarely austere or harsh, making it approachable for beginners, yet layered and persistent enough to tempt any connoisseur. So what are the best pairings for Primitivo? This is where it gets fun. Its robust style pairs beautifully with grilled and roasted meats, beef steaks, lamb chops, smoky barbecued ribs. Craving something Italian? Try pizza with spicy salami, eggplant parmigiana, or pasta bolognese. The wine's warmth and fruit lift tomato-based sauces, while its underlying earthiness complements mushrooms, roasted peppers, and lentil stews. For cheese lovers, Primitivo is a natural companion to aged pecorino or parmigiano, and even pungent blue cheeses. If you're sharing with friends, why not try a tasting challenge? Set out different bites, cheeses, meats, olives, and see which combination lights up your glass. Is there a pairing you didn't expect to love? But beyond just food and flavor, Primitivo is woven into the culture of its homeland. In Puglia, each harvest season brings lively festivals, where villages fill with music, laughter, and long tables under the stars. Vintners share their oldest bottles, some made from vines planted more than a century ago, their roots tangled in family lore and local legend. If you ever visit during the vendemmia, you might be invited to join the pickers for a makeshift picnic between rows of ancient vines or be serenaded by local folk songs as the sun sets. Even if you're just at home with friends, letting a bottle breathe and sharing memories, this too is honoring the spirit of Primitivo. There's another layer to this grape's fame, its scientific rediscovery in the 1990s and 2000s, when researchers from 3 countries united to trace its DNA and prove its true identity. It fascinates me to think that for decades, Americans and Italians were each sure their wine was unique, never suspecting they were enjoying the same grape, shaped by different continents. It's a lesson in the mysteries of terroir and the interconnectedness of our histories. How should you serve Primitivo to make the most of it? I recommend a slight chill, around 16 to 18 degrees Celsius or 60 to 64 Fahrenheit. If your wine is young and particularly bold, a quick decant can mellow the tannins and unleash every hidden aroma. As you settle in for the evening, raise your glass and let yourself travel, if only in your imagination, to the windswept fields and sunlit hills where this grape finds its home. Primitivo's magic is its ability to bring people together, whether you're celebrating a big occasion or simply enjoying an ordinary night with friends. If you're just starting your wine journey, take note of its fruit and spice, and don't be afraid to experiment with food pairings. If you're deep into your WSET or sommelier studies, test your palate against its structural nuances, weight, tannin, and how it changes in the glass over time. The story of Primitivo is not just about taste, but about connection. Each vintage, each bottle, each glass has been shaped by hands and hearts in Croatia, Italy, and America, spanning centuries of trade, migration, and innovation. The more you taste, the more you realize that wine isn't just a drink. It's history in a bottle, a bridge between people. Next time you open a bottle of Primitivo, I invite you to think, what stories live in your glass? What new discovery will you make tonight? Thank you for joining me on this exploration. I'd love to know, have you compared Primitivo and Zinfandel? Which region's expression do you prefer? What pairing surprised you most? Share your experiences in the comments. Let's see how wide the world of Primitivo can be. If you want to learn more about wines, grape varieties, and how to choose the perfect drink for any occasion, be sure to subscribe, put a like, and write your comments. There's much more unique and exciting content ahead. See you soon, and may your glass be filled with bright impressions.